Hey guys, just Caleb here. Gabs is a bit sick, so she's on the other side of the camera today, but we just wanted to do a bit of a recap on our recent trip to Melbourne for the F1. So we just wanted to go through a couple of the key takeaways of our trip, things about Melbourne, some things about the F1, just if it's something you're considering doing in the future, you might be able to get some tips and tricks from us. Getting out of Melbourne, or the airport rather, to Melbourne, we just Ubered. It's a little bit out of the city, so Uber is just the easiest way. It's not the easiest way to go on public transport from what I've heard and seen from other people. I've been into Melbourne a few times and just always Ubered out, so it just makes it easy. Once you get into Melbourne though, the public transport's really good. There's heaps of trams going any and all directions. Google Maps or Apple Maps are pretty easy. If you just select the public transport option, it'll kind of tell you where you need to go and the best ways of getting around. So we just trammed around everywhere. The way the city's laid out is fairly easy because there's a lot of straight lines and you just get on the line and go to where you need to go. One thing we found though, even though the trams are great, we still required a fair amount of walking around because you had to get to and from the tram stations, and it didn't always drop you off exactly outside where you wanted to go. So yeah, we just did a lot of steps on every day, which is fine. It was good exercise, but yeah, just something that we encountered. A note from Gabs, because she loves to keep you guys updated on her stats. She, over the 4 days, did 62,000 steps, which was about 38 kilometers. You get your exercise in for sure. A note on the venue, it's huge. Yeah, I've never been there before. Gabs has obviously never been there before either. But yeah, if you want to get around anywhere at the venue, it's a lot of walking, and the track's a few kilometers long. So if you're wanting to get to somewhere over the other side of the track or something, yeah, lots of walking. In saying that though, yeah, there's so much to do there. The itinerary was packed every day. If you wanted to do anything, you couldn't, because there was things happening concurrently. They obviously design it so there's stuff going on that will just sort of split up the crowds into different sections of the track. So many races going on. There was the Carrera Cup, the supercars, there was F3, F2, F1, so there was almost always something going on the track. They had the fan forum sort of stage where they were getting drivers up for interviews throughout the days, some of the team principals I think, and just other people of interest. So yeah, there's food stalls everywhere around the track, so if there was a particular one you wanted to go to, yeah, you would have to sort of make your way to that area. But yeah, just so much going on that yeah, we just found it, you kind of just had to pick and choose the things that were the most important to you and just focus on those things. One of the things we were a little bit surprised about the reality of was the Melbourne Walk, which is the area where all the drivers and teams sort of enter into the track. So it's kind of like a walkway where fans can line up on the sides, try and get autographs, all that sort of stuff. So we just sort of might have been something that you can just sort of go to and just see who's going there at the time. But no, it was chaos. We were seeing. We'd read some stories of people queuing up from 4 a.m. and as soon as the gates opening, they're literally running to the Melbourne Walk area and camping out spots for then staying there for hours. So yeah, we kind of poked our head there a little bit on one of the days, but yeah, we were 20 people back and couldn't see anything. So yeah, it was something we were a little bit surprised at. We hadn't really set our hearts on doing it or anything. We just thought it might have been something we could just waddle over and have a look at on some of the days just to see what was going on. But yeah, we kind of realised it was a bit of bedlam, and if it's something you really want to do, you kind of have to dedicate most of your day to doing it. Everything around the venue is kind of structured in a way of trying to keep people occupied for different interests, so that it's not just a mad rush when it opens and closes. So one of the things they have is a stage in the evening, so after all the races are done, I guess you'd say it's kind of like a little after party where they've got DJs and stuff. One of the days they had more on the stage, one of the days they had Rita Ora up on the stage. But yeah, we were a bit too tired by that point of the day, so we kind of just left. But it kind of, yeah, it was just interesting to see how they kind of structure the day just to try and keep the flow of people at a more easy level to deal with, rather than clear start and end time where everyone's trying to do it at once. So it kind of just made the crowd flow a lot easier, we found anyway. So another sort of learning for us was it's Melbourne, it's Australia, it's quite hot. If heat's sort of something that bothers you, we'd recommend probably sitting further back in the stands where the actual shade is. We were a few rows from the front, so we were kind of cooking in the sun whenever we were in our seats. So yeah, if that's sort of something that bothers you, yeah, definitely we might even consider next time picking seats further back in the stand so that we're in the shade for all of our time. As well as that, obviously make sure you bring sunscreen. They do actually have some sunscreen stations around where they're handing out free sunscreen little tubes in. If they're not enough, you can go up to the station and they've got the actual proper big tubes as well. So yeah, it's obviously something that the sunscreen sponsor is trying to get their name out, which was quite good. Another thing was, yeah, there's plenty of water stations around as well. So if you're not allowed to bring a full water bottle in, but if you bring in an empty one, you can just fill it up with water. And there's obviously plenty of hospitality places around. There's the bars, all of the food stalls have drinks you can buy. I did notice by the 4th day they were starting to run out of a few of the different drinks. Gatorade was one that actually sold out in pretty much all the places that we went. We couldn't get that on the last day, even though I tried to in a few places. And you make sure you keep hydrated. The other sort of just funny one is the toilets. So we just bring in temporary toilet facilities. So they're very what you would expect, I guess, from any sort of outdoor venue. Not very glamorous. Toilet paper's more like half ply than even a ply. So I did notice a few times going into a few of the stalls that it was completely out of toilet paper. So yeah, just be cautious. Overall, like we had a great time. Gabs really enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed it a lot. We would definitely go back to others in the future. And I think with the things we've learned on this one, we would have an even better experience next time, because we would know what we're getting up to and know the things that we definitely do want to do again, maybe things we could skip next time as well. We didn't really know what to expect. We'd listed out a bunch of things we wanted to do, but then I quickly realised, we're probably not going to get all of these things done. So yeah, we'd probably next time just go in a bit more simplified, just let the day come to us and make sure we sort of just pick the few things that we definitely want to do. But yeah, no, we had a great time and we're looking forward to the next one we might get to go into in the future. We're not sure where in the world that will be, but I'm sure it'll be somewhere cool. That's just a bit of a summary of our experience at the Melbourne F1 Grand Prix, and just a quick shout out to our 20 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much for the support, guys, and yeah, we'll have some more content for you soon. See you guys.